Can I get that stand, though? Let's go. Geeks, was popping another Throwback Thursday. If you remember watching this early, thank you. We've got Jean Grey as Phoenix. This is from Toy Biz. Had this hanging on my wall for a while, and after opening that Dark Phoenix, I was inspired to get that stand. So yeah, it's all about the stand here, not the figure. Now this wave was an interesting wave here. On top of my list is that Deadpool and then Cable, and those other three will come when they come. When the shadow of evil falls across the land, the world's greatest champions strike for justice. Spider-Man, the X-Men, Thor, Iron Man, the Thunderbolts, the Fantastic Four, Captain Marvel, Hulk, the Avengers, Captain America, Black Panther, the Defenders. For over 60 years, fans of all ages have been shouting, "Make mine Marvel." That is a lot. One of the first mutants recruited by Professor Charles Xavier, Jean Grey has been an anchor of the X-Men since the teen's inception, except when she was dead for like 10 years. Tempering telepathy and telekinesis with warmth and compassion, Jean has overcome seemingly insurmountable challenges, rising from the ashes of her apparent death like a phoenix to stand in defense of a world on the brink of genetic war. A telepath, Jean Grey can read minds, project thoughts and illusions into others' heads, and discharge mind-numbing mental bolts. Her telekinetic abilities allow her to levitate herself, other living beings, and inanimate objects. Now that's how you do a bio. And this power grid seems a little bit off. I think as Phoenix, a few of these things, like energy projection, should be closer to that 7. And of course, besides the stand, you also get a reprint of a classic X-Men comic, Toy Biz, doing the collector's right. Ooh, and we got the stand. Look at. Alright, so on the back, it has a hole here and a hole here for nails. So if you want to hang it on the wall, you can just put 2 nails up and slide in there. That is so freaking awesome. Toy Biz, we miss you. Oh, Jean, don't take this the wrong way, but you have not aged well. So this puppy is 20 years old and she looks every bit of it. The wash in her hair looks like the paint chipped off, but that could just be from sitting in the package for a while under different types of light. But that face doesn't really say Jean to me. The red hair kind of saves it. I find it so interesting that in 2004, Hasbro was able to concoct some crude butterfly joints, bicep swivel for the females, double jointed elbows with pins, articulated hands, an ab crunch, and thigh cuts. But up until recently, Hasbro acts like it's some modern miracle to give females this much articulation. So the Phoenix symbol on her chest, to me, looks a little crunched in, like they tried to squeeze it in there, and her breasts are pointing east and west. For some reason, this one is bigger than the other. Man, she is a monstrosity. For 2004, though, they did a good job with this articulation. I mean, you saw her in the package, she was getting her arms way up, those butterfly joints, and she's gonna get good range with these double jointed elbows. She gets good range with her head. She can crunch. She really doesn't go back that much, but you can get a 360 up there at that hip ball joint. You get a 360 at her thigh. Her feet are on some funky looking rockers, but you don't get a 360 there. But you do get a calf cut. Man, Toy Biz making Hasbro look really bad. You also get articulated toes. Her sash is a really soft rubber, which almost makes it feel like fabric. That's a pretty cool addition there. And you have waist articulation. Wow, that's like pie in Hasbro's face. And I saw this recently on another figure that I opened for Throwback Thursday, I can't remember, where the fabric looks like it's creased up between the breasts. That's a really nice touch. I would say that buttocks looks like it was used. Now the coloring on her torso, the green is a little bit off from the green on her thighs and her arms. I'll say that's age, I'm not gonna blame Toy Biz for that. Now the transition of the paint that's supposed to be the top of her boots is really questionable compared to the rest of her legs. They didn't get that right. That fiery Phoenix effect. Okay, so the stand is nice, but now that I have it up, it's a little bit short. You can't extend her leg like she's floating or flying. It's actually touching my stand and pushing up, which is sad. These ankles look really bad when the toe's pointed down. Overall, this figure is really ugly. I can only recommend this if you want the stand, but I'm sure you can get something 3D printed. This figure, although a great effort for 2004, is just not worth putting on your shelf. So I can't recommend getting this put on your shelf, especially because we got a Phoenix with, I think it was the Juggernaut Wave or the Apocalypse Wave, one of those two. And even though I've heard that's not the greatest, it's way better than this. I can tell that without even taking it out of the package. But even if you're hunting for this Phoenix Flame Effect, I'm sure you can get something on eBay or Etsy 3D printed. That will be just as good, if not better than this. I wouldn't spend money on it unless you just have to have every Marvel Legend or every Phoenix and you're a big fan or something. All right, that was a quick unboxing looking at Marvel Legends Series 7 Jean Grey Phoenix. Let me know what you think. Do you guys out there have this one in your collection still, or were you not collecting back then? If you don't have it, is this something you go back and get? Or are you with me thinking it's not worth it? Let me know. Sound off in the comments. Let's talk about it. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications so you know whenever I post a video. Join our Facebook group. The name of the group's up in the left-hand corner of your screen. We chat to plastic there 24/7. And again, if you remember watching this early, thank you so much for the support. It really helps out. If you're not a member and you're watching this during the general release posting, please consider subscribing. It's only 99 cents a month. 1/7 the price of a cup of coffee, and it helps me bring you more reviews. All right, till next time, geek up.